What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the boxing clinic one time for the one time, man. You know, I let everybody else, floodgate the Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather talk, breaking the announcement that worst kept secret in boxing, that it was going down August 26th, either at the MGM Grand or the T-Mobile Arena, which I did find out that they're two separate venues. It's just that, secondary shows, not even including boxing, just go to the MGM Grand now, and the T-Mobile Arena is the platinum standard for fighting, A-list fight in Vegas now. So it is what it is. We know Mayweather has a long-standing relationship with the MGM Grand, known as the house that he built. So we'll see, how it stacks out, or how it, dispenses out in the next couple of days. But I have heard some details about the fight that, once you just jump and report stuff very fast, you don't get the full details. So first thing is, it is happening August 26th. The same day as Miguel Cotto and Kamagai is fighting for the vacant WBO title, junior middleweight title. And Box Nation actually picked that fight up on August 26th. So, excuse me. So, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know who's going to pick it up. I don't know if Sky can, will and deal out of that fight. Box Nation can will and deal out that fight, and then Sky can, or Sky can swoop in and get it. So I don't know how it's going to go over there in the UK. But, Kamagai and Cotto just got pushed back even further than it was in boxing fans' mind to begin with. But truth be told, that should be a very exciting fight with the style that Kamagai brings. He's a very tough challenger. So he should bring a good action-packed fight and make Miguel Cotto work and use his hands. But yeah, it is going down the same weekend as that, If hardcore fans, don't like to watch this fight or don't care for this fight, or they continue to front like this fight doesn't matter, you got the Kamagai and Cotto fight going on the same night for a WBO junior middleweight title. That's your alternative for the night, and some nights you don't have an alternative. So that's the blessings that we get from the boxing guys here on this night. But also, I heard they're fighting at 154 pounds. I think it's 10-ounce gloves, if I'm not mistaken, 12 or 10. I think it's 10-ounce gloves. And here's the cracker right here. This one that cracked me the fuck up right here is that they're fighting 12 rounds, 12 championship, like a championship type fight. I thought McGregor could have tried to get the 10-rounder or at least an 8 or even a 6-rounder. But once you fighting for, he's making $75 million guaranteed purse. Once you fight for that type of money, I guess you gotta get a fans 12 rounds. And that's where my hang-up is with the fight at. But shout out to Henry Ramirez, boxing trainer of Chris Arreola. And he said it like this, man. Basically, Henry is a straight shooter. He, if I'm leaning towards one way or I disagree with him, the way he puts it in perspective makes me think it on a whole different type of level. And it's a lot of times that we do agree, but it does make you think and be like, damn, this could be possibly so. And he said, wasn't nobody crying and complaining when James Toney went into the MMA and fought a MMA mixed martial arts legend. It was no complaining. He went in there and got his ass whooped, and nobody was complaining about what James Toney did or what the UFC legend, did do, who fought James Toney, which I'm not familiar with who fought him, but I remember that fight that James Toney got beat. But then nobody cry about him dog-walking James Toney. So why are people dog-walking Floyd Mayweather and getting mad at Floyd Mayweather for who's going to pocket north of $150 million or $200 million for making this fight? Who's going to knock a man and make that much money? A lot of people will do a lot of things, a lot of more worse things than this for a lot less money than this for you to dog him. So basically, he said, let's just treat this like the event that it is. It is an event. It's an event. It's an event. And he's right though. This is a night where boxing can conquer, mixed martial arts. And all the cards are in the boxing, in the boxing corner. They have all the cards. And for boxing fans to try to shun this, which I was one of the guys that did want to shun this fight, that it is the circus for what it is, I don't think so. Support it. Fuck it. Why not? We know McGregor doesn't have a chance, but why not get a laugh in, Get a few laughs in. Not an $80 expense, more of a streaming expense, but why not get some laughs in? And Mayweather Promotions, TMT Promotions, whatever you want to call it, Mayweather Promotion has full responsibility for building the undercard. So if the undercard is shitty and you care about the undercard, you blame Mayweather Promotions. That's all in their hands. You know, Tevin Farmer and Gervonta Tate Davis has been talked about this fight. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of Mayweather Promotion fighters on this card. I'm pretty sure about that, because there's going to be a lot of exposure for this fight. But, you know, for Conor McGregor to fight for 12 rounds, you know, and he only went 4 or 5 rounds in UFC, that's fucking crazy. You know, I don't know what type of condition athlete that he in, but my money will be on a stoppage in this fight. And I understand that Floyd hasn't got a legit stoppage in so long. But for a guy who's accustomed to going, 4 or 5 rounds, I'm not familiar with MMA, going 12 rounds in a boxing fight is totally different from going 4 or 5 rounds wrestling in MMA. There's no wrestling and then leaning. Y'all both laying there trying to make a mutual agreement to rest up and then start back up. There's none of that in boxing. You know, you're on your feet the whole time. There's no laying on the canvas, no holding a man down, no none of that shit. You know, it's just not happening. You know, for you to go from fighting 4 or 5 rounders in UFC, doing what you do there, to go on to fight 12 rounds in a square circle with a sport that you're foreign to, and for people, you know, giving them a chance. You know, every fighter has a puncher's chance. But, you know, this guy doesn't have the hands to fuck with Mayweather. Just keep real. Even at 40 years old, this is a nice money grab for him. But at the end of the day, he gonna get dog walked, you know. And it is what it is. You know, he makes his money and he saves face. He's already been beat before, so he's in a win-win situation. He's not supposed to win this fight. So if Mayweather doesn't look at his optimum best, then it's on Mayweather he look bad. You know, versus MMA fighter. But this is a fight that boxer fans, you know, I think should support. You know, I don't say go out there and buy it, but I'm not gonna tell you to do that. I don't know what your bankroll looking like, but you know, money funny, which money is always funny when it comes to paying $80 to $100 for a pay-per-view fight. You know, plus food and everything else you want to do and stop your night and waste your time if it's a waste of time fight. You know, but why not? Why not? You know, laugh at these MMA fans who actually think Conor McGregor has a chance. You know, no right hardcore boxing fan in his mind thinks Conor McGregor has a fucking chance versus Floyd Mayweather. These are these casual fans and these hardcore MMA fans that's gonna get a fucking reality check. You know, I heard John Jones said he would love to fight one of the Klitschko brothers in a heavyweight fight. You get fucking dog walk. They might dog walk you in the fucking octagon. They used to kickbox as well. So these MMA fighters have all these motherfucking mystical and fucking imaginary ass motherfucking thoughts and prayers that they want to send around. At the end of the day, in the boxing ring, you know, y'all not fucking with none of these guys. You know, I seen McGregor spar with Chris Van Deer, who got dog walked by a prospect named Earl Spence at the time, and he was boxing up Conor McGregor in the sparring ring. You know, all those, you know, these little playing with your hands and winding up and pity-patting, talking about what you're going to do. Whole different ball game, man. Your feet got to be right, your hands got to be right, and you fighting the greatest fighter when it comes to IQ and technique. You know, he's the greatest technical fighter that I've seen in Floyd Mayweather. Still, you know, and still got some lively legs in him. And we'll see if Conor McGregor wins this fight. He's a 25-1 underdog. That's some good motherfucking odds. But at the end of the day, those odds that you're going to waste because he doesn't have a fucking chance, you know.